Ukraine wants to join NATO right after Sweden and under same scenario.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ruslan Stefanchuk UK, photo by DMYTROLARIN, up. Ukraine wants to become the next NATO member after Sweden joins the alliance. Speaker of the Verkhovna Rada, in an interview with UP, quote, "We have been talking about the Finishization of Ukraine for a long time. After Finland's accession to NATO, I am ready to follow Finland's path, and we are ready for such Finishization." Finland became the 31st NATO country after the 24th of February, and I hope Sweden will become the 32nd country shortly. We want to become the 33rd member of NATO, and we want to go through this journey the way Finland and Sweden have gone through it. Details. Stefanchuk emphasized that any decision in NATO and the EU is made by consensus. In order to achieve consensus among all members, Ukraine must demonstrate at least some compliance and potential progress. Background. Earlier, President Volodymyr Zelensky stated the same thing.
This post received a score of 5,400, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than earlier, President Volodymyr Zelensky stated, same thing. He also noted that it is impossible to implement Ukraine's accession procedure while Russian aggression continues. The MPs need to listen to their president and Stoltenberg, who said the same thing as Zelensky.
I don't get that people are still afraid of antagonizing Russia. Everything we do antagonizes them, so we might as well do as we please.
And China, they called foul after we shot down their spy balloon. That's just bad political theater.
China and Russia are nothing more than crying bitches with bad PMS.
I dunno about you, but my sisters never did a genocide because their cramps were bad.
You need borders for that first.
Putin will continue the war indefinitely just to block Ukraine's accession.
Putin will continue the war indefinitely just to block Ukraine's accession. I find it hilarious you people think Putin, the master strategist, will be able to use NATO's own rules against us. The same thing happened with Hungary blocking aid to Ukraine. Then the EU said, "Fuck Hungary's veto, we'll do it anyway."
These are not equivalent situations, but yeah, fuck Hungary. It's not happening anytime soon, unless the rules in NATO change. Putin will not end the war while he is president, and Ukraine will not negotiate peace while their territory remains annexed to Russia.
Yeah, I agree. Even if the official hostilities cease, I fully expect him to revive the insurgency of separatist groups that he created to stop them joining between annexing Crimea and the start of the war proper. All he has to do is cause an armed conflict around a border dispute and Ukraine is automatically ineligible. Putin has done it before and I have no reason to believe he won't do it again. Greater than all he has to do is cause an armed conflict around a border dispute and Ukraine is automatically ineligible, while Putin is definitely going to try to dissuade NATO from accepting Ukraine. In legal terms, Putin continuing to fund terrorism in Ukraine would have no impact. In practical terms, I think Turkey and Hungary both will still obstruct Ukraine's application purely to play to domestic politics, and there will be a lot of political credit to gain across NATO by adding Ukraine, so anybody claiming one way or the other is definite is pretending to have a crystal ball.
Unfortunately, a country at war can't join NATO. It is exactly the same NATO declares war with Russia. It should have been done even before Crimean invasion.
That's why Ukraine has to liberate all territories.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.